Let's take a fun journey to the marvelous world of vision and brain activity. All starts at the retina, where specialized neurons like microcellular and paracellular cells begin their work. These cells send their signals down long axons, transmitting visual information via retinal axons to the brain. Within the retina, microcrene cells and bipolar cells play crucial roles, connecting dendritic structures and fine-tuning what we see. Once the signals leave the retina, they travel to the optic nerves and reach the lateral geniculate nucleus of the thalamus. Key relay station here, neurotransmitters like glutamate and GABA come into play, facilitating excitatory and inhibitory communication to synapses and thalamic projection. Thalamus also communicates with other areas like the pulmonary nucleus, helping process visual features and attention. From the thalamus, signals head to the primary visual cortex in the occipital lobe, think of as the brain's visual headquarters. As visual information progresses, it finds out in the dorsal and ventral streams. The dorsal aware pathway, which involves regions like the parietal cortex and the interparietal nucleus, help us perceive motion, spatial relation, and disparity. And the ventral what pathway, including the inferior temporal cortex and the occipital temporal areas, it's all about object recognition. Within this intricate network, neurons like collinear cellular cells and dopaminergic neurons, presenting from structures such as attention, nigra, and ventral mesocytes and modulate visual processing and attention. Dopamine's role is especially fascinating. Think of it as the brain's motivator, influencing regions like the nucleus, accumbens, and prefrontal cortex, which are involved in decision-making and limbic function. Now, moving beyond just seeing, our brains control eye movements through the frontal eye field, guiding saccades and fixation, and even manage pupillary reflexes via the hypothalamus and brainstem. Superior cortex helps coordinate these rapid eye movements, ensuring we can shift focus. Visual processing isn't just about raw data, it's about perception and interpretation. The occipital parietal pathway handles spatial awareness and motion perception, while the occipital temporal root processes objects and faces. Disparity selective neurons in the frontal lobe, areas like the cingulate cortex and prefrontal regions, activate during tasks involving attention, decision-making, and visual evocative attention. Measurements that reflect the brain's response to visual stimuli. Cortical pulvinar cortical connections form a network that creates sensory inputs with higher cognitive functions. Involving the basal ganglia and limbic areas like the parahippocampus, neurotransmitters such as glutamate, GABA, serotonin from the raphe nucleus, and norepinephrine from the locus coeruleus all coordinate to regulate attention, sleep, and learning, making sure we're awake and aware of our visual environment. Let's not forget the importance of clinical aspects. Conditions like amblyopia, strabismus, or anisotropia involve disruption in cortical networks affecting binocular processing and visual evoke potential. Research also explore how antagonists like NMDA blockers influence neuronal activity, helping us understand and treat visual and cognitive disorders. From the nucleus to the lateral occipital area, from the inferior temporal gyrus to the superior temporal nucleus. The brain's visual system is a beautiful, complex, and interconnected web. It's a symphony of neurons, neurotransmitters, and regions working together seamlessly. So next time you see something moving, remember it's all thanks to this incredible neural orchestra.